Good afternoon. It's Memorial Day, May 27th, 2019. Kind of a random thing happening today, but long story short, I have pre-sold my green Acura SLX. And so I wanted to look for another one, preferably one that has the premium package. And I'm definitely hung up on the 96 to 97 pre-refresh body style. So ever since about December, I've really been hitting the classifieds hard online trying to find one, specifically in ebony black or radiant red. And 1 week ago exactly, I came across a vehicle in Chicago that seemed to fit the bill. So I bought it, paid for it, and arranged for transport. And now it's 7 days later. I just got a call from the transport truck driver who says he is about 30 minutes away. So I'm gonna be ready and waiting when he gets here to drop this thing off. We'll see how it looks. Oh my gosh, he just called me and he's here. He parked a little ways up the road because he's got a huge truck and needs room to drop this thing off, but I see it. I can already tell this thing's gonna need some work. Obviously there's a piece missing there on the back bumper. It is a Chicago vehicle for the last 18 years, so there's plenty of rust to be found, I'm sure. Initial walk around. This thing needs some work. Oh dear, look at that interior. This thing is pretty bad, but it's running, it's driving. I do believe the AC is even cold. This ought to be an interesting project, that's for sure. I knew what I was getting into. One of those sight unseen purchases, you know? Not even really quite sure where to start with this thing, but it does run and drive okay. I've only driven it a block, but here's the engine bay. Happy to note that it looks to be a very stock 3.2. Obviously the main things that are noticeable right now are the cosmetics. So this interior is absolutely destroyed as far as the seats are concerned. It does have the full set of factory floor mats, which is cool. I need to figure out what that thing is down there. I think that's probably a disc changer control. I need to see if that's back here somewhere. There's a floor mat on top of the floor mats here, which is cool. Of course, the Safari sunroof was part of the premium package. Back here, we're missing a wiper arm here. I noticed when he pulled the truck off that the LED brake light wasn't operating. This right here has some cosmetic fade. And then, that was kind of interesting, there's my ILX. So 2001, that's noteworthy because that's the year that this vehicle went to Chicago initially. So at some point after that is when, you know, the prior owner decided to trade it for whatever work was being done at that trucking repair. There, as I just confirmed, is the disc changer. Ooh, we got all kinds of goodies that came with this vehicle. Got a receipt from Chicago. Very cool. Yikes, so here's where we get into the fun stuff. I knew that this was gonna happen. Anything from Illinois that's been there for that long is gonna have some rust. So it's actually maybe not as bad as I would have expected. Problem is, I live in Phoenix and people don't really know how to fix rust, so we'll have to see where I have that taken care of. Now, importantly, I'm gonna need this paperwork because the seller made sure to give me the title, which is in there, just confirmed. And it looks like we got some other goodies here too. I'll be going through this stuff later tonight. A couple cough drops down there and the original owner's manual. If I'm lucky, it'll have somebody's name in it. No such luck, but there's a phone number. Gonna research that later. You know how excited I get about paperwork. So anyway, that's a project for later on. Anyway, I am gonna go take it for a little cruise just to get some initial driving impressions. I cannot wait to get started on detailing. I am appalled at how these wheels look, but I guarantee you I will get them looking primo. Check out this door, got some little waviness here. Typically that happens when you're in a tight garage and somebody next to you is pretty careless with their door. Something going on with this fog light. It looks like the lamp is pushed back into its opening a little bit. Anyway, no major surprises here. I mean, based upon the grainy pictures that I'd seen on Facebook, I pretty much, was expecting the worst. So, plenty of potential here. I think we can make it happen. Gotta slam that one pretty good. Ouch. Yeah. You've got to be kidding me. This is hilarious. Look at the rigged up antenna. We've got a Phillips head screwdriver with a fastener here that's, I don't know if that's gonna get any signals, but we'll try it. What is this? Berwin. Don't know what that is, but something that expires in June of this year. Okay. Oh wow, where to begin with this? Okay, ABS light is on, brake light is on. I did get the sense that it shifted from first to second, so that's a good indicator that the transmission operates to some degree. Looks like the temperature gauge is sitting about where it should be. I'm not getting any readings from the oil pressure gauge, which is a little concerning, so we'll have to dig into that. Ooh, I got fog lights in this one. Oh man, that's metal on metal brakes. Oh dear. Yeah, that's grinding to hell and back. Oh boy. Oh my gosh, it shifts. Hey. I love it. My other SLX kind of has issues after second gear. Sweet. Hey, look what I pulled up behind. That thing up there looks familiar. TLX A-Spec. Well, there we go. This is the beginning of a long restoration road to recovery for this old thing. Guess we'll have to see how things go. I've also got a headlight out and my fogs aren't working. All right, time to start making a list. Look at that rust dripping down there. Yikes. Some more stuff over in this door. I mean, it's like seriously 23 years worth of just crap. What is this one? June of last year, about a year ago, another McDonald's. Somebody here really loved some McMuffins. All right, there's, parking ticket. Another one from last year. All right, there we go. Looks like I did just get one key. Interestingly enough, on my green SLX, I had to actually order Isuzu key blanks. No surprise there, but I'll be having to make a couple copies of this. Probably not going to do a hell of a lot else with this specific video. This is more just literally me receiving the vehicle, getting some of those initial first impressions with you all on board with me, and then have a few other videos in the series where we go through and actually start working on this thing. I've already got a plastic bag in my hand here, so I can clean out that glove compartment and see if we got any other treasures, or if we're lucky, maybe $1 or $2 in coins. We'll see. So I've put the two SLXs nose to nose, and I'm sure if the neighbors didn't already think I was absolutely off my rocker, this is definitely a clue. So I believe I will go ahead and get started on some preliminary high-level detail stuff. I don't have a lot of time to dig into this thing today, but it's kind of fun to see them back to back and to drive them back to back, because I had never driven an SLX before getting a hold of this green one. So having a second one to benchmark it off of, I can kind of see what's right and maybe what's wrong with each one of these. So anyway, I'll be sure and keep you along for the ride. There's my reflection. And we'll see what kind of fun we can have with these. You know, it's kind of definitely an obscure and underappreciated truck that I think I'll plan on taking to the next possible Radwood 80s and 90s car show. Hopefully I'll have the only one there. Guess we'll find out. Take it easy, we'll see ya.